you represent exactly the type of men who can help us really to bring the message towards the rest of the society. But I would like to hear from you how you feel about being among those spectacular women who are really powerful stories about struggles, about their victories as well. How do you feel being part of our family in this first Fit to Fight gala ceremony for you? And I hope that not to be the last one, but to be continued as well. Let us share with the rest how you feel about it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to be here supporting, participating in this cause which Reebok has taken up, Fit to Fight. It's all about women tonight. And when Sylvia was saying them, I kind of felt she was hinting towards me and Dave. We kind of exchanged a look and we were like, yeah, I think we are them tonight. You know, we are the outsiders. Tonight is about the women. And we need to behave ourselves and know exactly how far we can push our limits before the Fit to Fight women beat us down. No, on a serious note, you know, it's amazing the timing at which, you know, you guys came to meet me. I had just turned a father, and I had this beautiful young daughter, and, you know, you guys came to me and you told me about this campaign. You shared with me your views about how you want to empower women, how you want the voice of women to be heard loud and clear in a society sometimes where it's difficult. And, you know, it was almost like I woke up from my slumber, because for me, my mom's here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause for her, please. This is not a planned move, you know, to get people emotional and stuff. I was supposed to come for this event, and Reebok told me all about what it's about and the wonderful women who are going to be celebrated tonight. And that made me think, who is the most important, the most powerful, the most inspiring woman in my life? And I couldn't think of anybody but my mother. And you know, us boys, we have a problem. We don't thank our mothers enough. So thank you, Reebok, for reminding me that I need to thank her one more time. I don't think I've thanked her enough for all that she has done for me, for all the times when I have needed someone and she's been right there. She's the strongest woman I know. She's one of the most independent women I know. She's very, very understanding, and she's the pillar of strength for both me and Ishan, both her sons. I don't think either of us would be wherever we are at in life if we didn't have her as our mother. So yeah, so this moment actually more is about Mom. Can I embarrass you and call you on stage for just 10 seconds maybe? Maybe, please, Mom.
It's
just whatever you want to say, Mom. Just a few words. I think tonight is more about you talking about what you feel than me. I mean, I'm just here standing by your side. We are them tonight. It's all about you.
Without them, I wouldn't be the mother I am. My two beautiful sons. I think we do what we do. We dream, we live, and we empower ourselves with what we believe in. But to be a satisfied, happy, enriched mother is a huge part of me. And I have two wonderful sons. Shahid is a gentleman. Shahid is very good at heart and soul. So I'm very, very proud. Ishan has made me very proud too. He's a wonderful boy. So all you ladies, motherhood is a part of being feminine. It's beautiful and it's empowering. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I could like to, yes, thank you. Thank you. Just
no, Mom, we're not done embarrassing you. We're going to give you some flowers now.
Yes.
She likes white roses, so
yes.
I think I'm safe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mom.
Very much. Thank you. Shahid, we miss you on the stage? Yes?
I'm back.
Yes, good to have you here. And I just would like to make a last question for you. And I would like to, when we shared the project with you, you were feeling very enthusiastic because you really knew that, that you could move men also to change their vision about women. And that's something that we really like very much on you, that you really got really very quickly, that you could really make men change this society. But how do you think that they could really make that change happen?
Well, I don't think men have a choice anymore. I think it's time that women will get their due. In fact, it's time that women get a little more of the cake than is probably 50-50, because I think, you know, I saw this new campaign of yours and it was so wonderful to see the word it started with. It spoke about persistence. You know, I persist, therefore I am. And I think women have done that for so many years. You know, they just waited for their time. And now that it's their time, they need to get it back with interest. So I think it's important for men, first of all, to recognize where their strength comes from. And that's when, you know, when I was driving to this event and I was sitting with my mother, I knew that she is somebody I have drawn strength from for all these years. My wife and my daughter are two people who embolden me and strengthen me every day of my life. So I don't think men should take themselves too seriously. I think it's important for men to recognize why they consider themselves strong. They've learned something from their mother, they've learned something from their friend, they've learned something from their wife. Their daughter probably gives them joy every day, which makes them feel stronger to go out there and face the world. So I think we are only as strong as the women in our lives. And I mean, it's high time that we all recognize that. I have always felt like that, you know, from the time I was very, very young. I had my mother. I used to look up, you know, whenever I was scared or whenever I was hungry or whenever I didn't want to go to school or, you know, whenever I wanted to play for longer than I was allowed to, I'd always turn around and look towards mom, you know, so that she would support me. So for me, it's nothing new to know that women are a huge source of strength and women are empowered and women are extremely strong. They're independent. And there is no difference between male and female in that context. It's about ability. It's about, you know, what you're capable of. And so if people are not aware of that, guys, wake up.
Yeah.
It's time.
So that's it. That's why we need you on board. We are really very proud to have Shahid with us, with the Reebok family. That's the reason why we onboarded with us. And thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can them leave the stage now?
Thank you.
Okay, them leaves.
Shahid?
Shahid, you
Should I return the mic? I should stay on stage?
You have to stay
Yes,
on
Okay, I have to
stage.
stay for longer.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you
thank
very
you.
much. So you can accompany Sylvia down if you wish.
See, Mom, I told you, there's still lots I have to learn. Mandira, do you need to be escorted anywhere, you know, at
I'm
any
good.
point?
See, I'm wearing Reebok Classics. I'm fine.
Just because I'm wearing a suit and I couldn't, don't rub it in.
Well, maybe when I need to be escorted anywhere, I'll let you know. But for
Please
the
do,
moment,
only call upon me.
will do. For the moment, we're going to need you on stage for a little while to give away the next set of awards. That was very beautiful, getting your mum on stage. Mums never get appreciated enough. You know, I don't know how many TV shows I've cried and I've appreciated my mom, but that's a separate story for another day. But it was lovely having your mom here, and you're surrounded by beautiful and strong women. And your little ones are also going to be that very soon.
I'm excited and intimidated at the same time.
Right, it's time now to recognize the efforts of some women heroes who've shown mental fortitude in the face of tremendous obstacles, teaching us the power of a strong mind. The mental fitness category of awards honors women that have overcome tremendous obstacles using their mental strength. Despite being differently abled, our next achiever fought her career choices and made a mark on the technology industry. Once shunned by the education board officials for taking math, she went on to top her post-graduation course at IIT Bangalore, and now she plans to start an NGO to support the visually challenged who are keen to study science and math. I'd like you all to give a round of applause and welcome on stage Vidya Yellareddy. Vidya, would you like to say a few words to begin with?
First of all, I'd like to thank Reebok for recognizing so many women today, and I'm inspired by all the stories. So my journey, I was born in a village, and the situation was very difficult because in a village, if it's a girl and if she is a blind girl, so the situation becomes even worse. So my parents had studied in a government medium school, in a vernacular medium government school. So they weren't aware of any facilities for visually impaired. So they just wanted me to learn English at that time. So that was one of the issue. And as time passed by, I also heard that, you know, if I attend any function or meet people, so people start staring at you. So then it was very difficult. I started separating myself without attending any event and things like that. But those days, academics was the only thing I did. Like, the motivation was to top in all exams, and that was the main motivation. And one of the main challenge was the society assumes a lot if they see a blind person, like he or she should just learn music and they should just study humanities and things like that. But I took up math and science as a challenge, and even now, since India has the largest number of visually impaired people, but just less than 10 students so far have studied in premier technical institutes, and this is a very sad situation. So I want to change this, and also I've interned with Microsoft Research and to make the products more accessible, and I want to create inclusive society for all. So I've started this non-profit organization called Vision Empower, and it makes science and math more accessible because even though I scored 95% in 10th grade, I wasn't allowed to take up medicine because the society wasn't inclusive and I did not have any practical material in place. So I want to make life easy for all, and I'd like to say that disability is a challenge. I know that there are challenges every day because when I was born also many people told that, you know, remove her uterus and how will she manage when she grows up, and you know, who will marry her and things like that. So I know every phase is challenging, but I'm confident that I'm fit to fight, and my vision is to make all other visually impaired people and other disabled people fit to fight.
That is so beautiful.
Congrats for all the awardees. And yeah, Vidya is blind, but she has a vision. So that's what I wanted to say here. It fits this mental fortitude because when she took this mathematics and science, it was actually a very far distant thought. When we went to the commissioner, he said that, please don't eat our heads. You please get out of this. And we didn't leave. We didn't leave. We went for permission for an extra time for mathematics and all sorts of things. And she used to commute 60 kilometers because she stayed in a village. Every day she used to commute 60 kilometers in a bus with harassments from bus passengers and even the conductors. That not to forget, I mean, it chokes my this thing. And congrats, Vidya. I'm really proud of her, really proud of her.
This award must be handed over to Vidya by you, please. It's shared by the both of you. Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you very much, Reebok.
Thank you for sharing this story of yours. It really is very, very, very inspiring. Thank you.
It was triple IT in B in Bangalore. It's not IIT. Thank you.
All right, my apologies. Thank you.
Our next winner, ladies and gentlemen, made her debut as a Gen Next designer when she was just 19. And she went on to become the youngest fashion creative director at Satyapol at only 24. The daughter of two prominent personalities, the legendary Sir Vivian Richards and the lovely Neena Gupta, she's always walked her own path and today is one of India's leading young designers. Her outspoken views, open nature, and her belief in always standing tall for what she believes in, despite being on the end of attacks from internet trolls, have made her a woman to be admired and looked up to. Shahid, she's a dear friend of yours as well as of mine. Please welcome the amazing Masaba Gupta.
If I give you this mic, you know, you're not going to stop. So just take the award and go.
Malishka, do you really need to even take home an award?
Yeah.
You're looking like an
Look
award
at her,
yourself.
her fingers are scratching. She's like, give me that mic, give me that mic, give me that mic. You know, they can hear you even though you're so far away. I can hear that the speakers are catching your voice. Ladies and gentlemen, huge round of applause. There you go, my dearest, and it's all over to you.
Shahid, if I shut my eyes and talk, it will take longer because then I can imagine I'm on radio and then you know how long I go on radio. So I'll just keep my eyes open. Plus, you're so pretty.
I'm used to doing this so often with you. Think about these poor people who want
Okay,
to...
okay, I will. Will you be nice enough and hold my award while I talk?
I would be more than happy to.
Thank you. Hi Mandara, thank you. Thank you, Reebok, for this wonderful opportunity. I've been sitting there and exactly like Masaba, I was like, these wonderful, wonderful women. But I'm not going to take the credit away from the people who decided to give us the award. You must have thought of something and given it to us. So yeah, I was wondering, what should I tell you? You know, I've been on radio for the past 12 years, and I thought I'll tell you something that I haven't said on the radio. You know, in the 7th standard was the first time that I ever got to play with the boys. After that, I grew up pretty quickly, so I didn't get to play with the boys. But in the 7th standard, I played with the boys like a crazy person. Lagori and cricket and all the things that people who didn't have smartphones back then did. A little later, my mom told me a story about how there was discrimination in her household somewhere, where I think there were laddus that was offered to the brother and not to the girl child, because he has to go to school and, you know, he has to study. And I think that had a very profound impact on me. I've never even told my mum this. So, Mum, you're here today. And I always give her credit in every award because I wouldn't be without her. Please give my mum a huge round of applause. Shahid, and we will do it together, Mum.
Woohoo! You go, Mom.
She has been a pillar of strength. She brought up 2 girls on her own, you know, when there was no support from so many people.
This is what they do at the Oscars. They put the lights off.
Is that a hint, Harshad? You told me I could keep it long. The speech, I mean. So, so my mother has, you know, done a great job of course, bringing us up. That was one incident. After that, somehow in life, because we were just 3 women living in a house, we learned to be fearless and unafraid. 2017 has been a fabulous year, mostly. You know, I did a film, Shahid. I'm doing a television show which is on right now. I'm on radio, so I like telling people I'm a media mogul at this point. Radio hai, TV hai, film hai, boss. But the truth is that somewhere in the middle of this year, I was severely afraid. You know, I have a reputation for being unafraid, and I am mostly. I'm really bindas, and I go with my gut, and I believe in myself tremendously because of the power that I get from the people. But somewhere around June, July, when the IFA was happening, we did this video, a song that echoed the thought of not just every Mumbaikar, but apparently every Indian as well. And so the song went viral. It made you guys very elated, but it made some authorities very unhappy. So unhappy कि उनको मेरे घर पे मच्छर दिख गए भाई. ये मेरे को थोड़ा इसने डरा दिया, बहुत डरा दिया. In fact, because I was abroad and my mom was here facing the brunt of it all, and I remember calling her from New York and getting really afraid and be really angry that why the hell were they doing this? And this is a side that not many people have seen. But when I came back, I saw the love, the affection, the effort, basically, you know, the way the people rallied together to make me feel like, hey, you are one of us and you are our voice. And I want to tell you this, I have always wanted to do everything. I'm ambitious in the sense, I want to explore every talent and capability I have, and I will do it. But this year in 2017, after 12 years of radio, I think it has been the proudest moment for me that I have been the voice of the people. I mean, I may become a face and may become more, but I will always love, admire, and respect the fact that I am the voice of the people. So I want to thank you once again for giving me that opportunity, and thank you for this award. Thank you.
That was really short and sweet. Sweet.
I told you if I shut my eyes, I'd imagine I'm on radio, then we've had it. Thank you so much, Mandira. Thank you, Shahid.
God bless and congratulations, Malishka.
You know, Mandira, I'm so scared because some of you might turn around and say, why are you helping me down? I can walk the stairs on my own. So it's a very middle line, thin line I'm walking. You're happy, no? Okay. And then I'm fine.
Well, if they've got you helping them down, I don't think anyone would complain.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Our last award winner in this category is Bridging the Online Gender Divide in Rural India. She got married at the age of 18 and wasn't able to study further due to monetary constraints. Her husband encouraged her to study, but pregnancy and childbirth made it difficult to continue. That's when she found the internet, as an alternative medium and was determined to make full use of it, not just to her advantage, but also for others in her community. Post-training for Internet Sathi, she's been able to help local farmers learn about better sowing practices, get information about weather and prices in the local market. And she has also assisted people in applying for jobs online. It gives me great pride to announce this Internet Sathi is fit to fight. Please welcome Lakshmi Rani.
ये अवार्ड पाके हमको इतना खुशी हो रहा है, हम क्या बोलेंगे हमको समझ में नहीं आ रहा। और फिर भी मेरा फेवरेट हीरो,
और वो भी फेवरेट हीरो से
कभी सपने में भी नहीं सोचे थे। थैंक यू रीबॉक, जो मुझे इस सम्मान से ये अवार्ड दिए हैं। और ये अवार्ड सिर्फ मेरे लिए नहीं है, सब महिलाओं जो 1,10,000 गाँव में इंटरनेट साथी हैं, सब के लिए हैं, जो सब मेरी तरह संघर्ष करती हैं सब कोई। और थैंक यू गूगल, टाटा ट्रस्ट एंड CSR जो हम लोग को इंटरनेट साथी बनने का मौका दिए। इस संघर्ष इतना मतलब आसान नहीं था, घर घर जाना, गांव में दूसरा महिलाओं या गांव में सबको ताना सुनना, बाहर निकलना, घर से अकेला जाना, 3-4 गांव में घूमना, महिलाओं गांव में बाहर नहीं जाती उतना, बहुत कठिनाई हुई, बहुत हुआ, सबको बहुत कुछ बोलने लगे, नहीं हमको सुनना नहीं है, हमको आगे बढ़ना है, यही रास्ता है जिससे मैं आगे बढ़ सकती हूँ। तो मैंने किसी की बात नहीं सुनी, मैं गई दूसरा गांव में गई, बोली जो मैं इंटरनेट सिखाने आई हूँ, आप लोग इंटरनेट सीखिए। दीदी इंटरनेट क्या है, इससे क्या होगा? अब पुरुष लोग निकलने लगे और बोलने लगे आप तो मेरे बेटी को बिगाड़ने आए हैं, मेरा मतलब औरत लोगों को बिगाड़िएगा, इसी के क्या होगा, महिला इंटरनेट सीख के क्या करेगी, इसका क्या फ़ायदा है? तो फिर समझाएं, देखिए भैया मैं इंटरनेट चलाती हूँ, मैं ख़राब हूँ? तो बोले कि नहीं दीदी आप तो अच्छी हैं, सामने ही मेरा गांव है, सामने ही मेरा घर है, आप बताइए। तो बोले कि नहीं आप तो अच्छी हैं, अगर हाथ से ना पूजा किया जाता है ना तो हाथ से गला भी काटा जाता है, आप जैसे यूज कीजिएगा। तो फिर मेरा बात सब कोई समझने लगे, तो मैं उनको जैसे सिलाई में और SAP, मेहंदी डिज़ाइन, उनका बहुत उपकार होने लगे इंटरनेट से। जैसे सिलाई में जिसको उसको 50 रुपया मिलता था उसको 100 रुपया मिलने लगा डिजाइन से। फिर पढ़ाई में उसका बहुत हेल्प हो रहा बच्चा लोग को उनका। हमको भी जब उन लोगों को सीखने लगी हमको भी बहुत प्रोत्साहन मिला जो हाँ हम गांव के लिए कुछ कर सक रहे हैं। उनको भी सपोर्ट करने लगा, पहले तो सपोर्ट नहीं था, अभी तो बहुत सारे सपोर्ट मिलने लगा। हमको भी बहुत अच्छा लगने लगा जो हम गाँव के लिए कुछ कर पा रहे हैं। और बहुत सारे कहानियाँ हैं, बहुत सारे फ़ायदे हैं जो इंटरनेट से हुई, सरकारी सुविधाएं जो आंगनबाड़ी से नहीं मिल रहा था, जो स्वास्थ्य केंद्र से नहीं मिल रहा था, हम लोग ऑनलाइन सब कुछ जान के बता सकते रहे। खुद महिला अब घर बैठे ही सब कुछ जान सक रही है, इंटरनेट से वो सब कुछ जान सकती है और सब कुछ जान भी रही है। इंटरनेट से उनको बहुत फ़ायदा हो रहा है। और मैंने कंगना रनौत जी का वीडियो देखा, उनसे बहुत सांस मिला हमको। जो महिलाओं बहुत कुछ कर सकती, उनको एक मौका चाहिए, वो बहुत कुछ कर लेगी। उसको कमजोर नहीं समझना चाहिए।
बिल्कुल नहीं, और आपने तो कर भी दिखाया। बहुत बढ़िया। और आपको लगा आप बात भी नहीं कर सकती, लेकिन देखिए सबके सामने इतना अच्छा आपने स्पीच दिया। बहुत बढ़िया।
और एक बार मैं एक बार मुंबई आई हूँ, अनुपंखेत जी के साथ प्रोग्राम था, इंटरनेट से ही था। और गूगल के सुंदर पिचाई जी से भी मैं भेंट किया और अभी इतने लोगों से भेंट हो गया।
और देखो अब शाहिद कपूर के हाथों से आपको ये
जी वाह। हमको इनके साथ फोटो लेना है, मेरे बहन को दिखाएंगे, सबको दिखाएंगे मेरे गाँव में। और थैंक यू रीबॉक जो इतना सम्मान दिया। आप लोग ग्रामीण महिलाओं के लिए मतलब कर रहे हैं ना, तो सबको ही मतलब देखेगा ना तो प्राउड होगा जो हाँ। और ऐसे मैं चाहती हूँ सब महिलाओं को ये स्टेज मिले, सबको ही आ सके, सबको ये सम्मान मिले। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
आपका फोटो कौन लेगा? कौन फोटो लेगा? कोई है?
फोटो लेना है, जल्दी से फोटो लेते हैं। Shahid, I'm going to give you a little bit of a breather, but we're going to have you back on stage in just a few minutes again. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we would also recognize this human rights activist who has won recognition the world over with his unstinting efforts in the field of children's rights. He founded Bachpan Bachao Andolan as the first people's movement for social justice, equity and education for all children in India, at the forefront of the global movement to end child slavery and exploitation since 1980. He's been awarded with a Nobel Peace Prize in 2014, and his efforts have resulted in the rescue of over 86,000 children and adults from child labor trafficking and other exploitative situations in India through the Kailash Satyarthi Foundation. Unfortunately, Kailash Satyarthi could not be with us this evening, but he has sent a special video message for all of us.
My dear sisters, brothers, and dear daughters.
Great work. In January 2013, Tara was enrolled in the Bal Ashram school. She is now in class 9 and has been an advocate for girls' rights and children's rights for the last 5 years. She has been educating the Banjara community about the importance of education for their children. No child is engaged in child labor in her community, and child marriage is completely eliminated in Nimri because of her long and dedicated awareness campaign. A big round of applause. Such a young age, doing such incredible work. आप स्टेज पर ही रहिएगा, आप स्टेज पर ही रहिएगा, हम आपके साथियों को बुलाएंगे, आप यहीं पे रहिएगा स्टेज पर. Payal Jangir, a student of class 11 from Hinsla, Rajasthan. In 2013, she was chosen to be the second Bal Pradhan of the Bal Panchayat. In her village of Hinsla, the practices of Ghungat Pratha, a tradition which forces women to cover their faces with a veil, and child marriage were prevalent. As the Bal Pradhan of the village, she carried out rallies to protest these practices, and today Hinsla is free from child marriage. Big round of applause. Calling on stage, Aarti Kumari. Casteism, illiteracy, child labor, child marriage. 13-year-old Aarti Kumari is fighting them all. She hails from village Raipura in Alwar, Rajasthan. Aarti contested the Bal Panchayat elections and became an elected member to fight for the right to education of every child in her community. She organized rallies, door-to-door campaigns, and personal meetings with parents to initiate discussions and dialogues on practices like child marriage, child labor, and abuse and exploitation of children. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Look at these young girls and the work that they're doing. Lalita Duharia. This 14-year-old belongs to a family in Dera village, Rajasthan. She's been an active member of Bal Panchayat since 2015. She campaigned against casteism and untouchability in her village. She, along with other Bal Panchayat members, went door to door to the families of all castes and spread the message to the entire community to join hands and work together for the community. She successfully led the campaign to the complete elimination of child marriage in her village and from neighboring villages. Ladies and gentlemen, a big unanimous round of applause. These are the amazing and super inspirational Fit to Fight stories. And they want to take a picture with Shahid Kapoor. Here we go, a nice group picture. Thank you.
मैं रिबॉक की तरफ से दो बात कहना चाहती हूँ कि आज जो हम ये 4 लड़कियों को अवार्ड मिला है, ये 4 लड़कियों को नहीं बल्कि हमारे भारत में उन सभी लड़कियों को मिला है जो हमारी तरह कहीं ना कहीं काम करती हैं. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we bid farewell to yet another edition of Mubarako, before we bid farewell to yet another edition of Reebok Fit to Fight Awards, I'd like to invite on stage once again Mr. Thomas, Ms. Talon, all the awardees. Can we have all the awardees who are here to take a group photograph, please, as we make memories to look proudly back upon as we present new editions of the awards in the years to follow. Can we have all the awardees on stage, please? And while all the award winners make their way onto the stage, on behalf of Reebok India, I'd like to thank you all for being here today and sharing this amazing night with us. It's been so wonderful to have women amongst us who are such powerhouses and have shattered stereotypes. Hearing about their Fit to Fight journey is such an inspiration, and I'm sure it's given all of us a boost to go out there and achieve our dreams. Fit to Fight, ladies and gentlemen, is a state of mind, and Reebok believes that every woman can fight all odds once they are their fittest self. On that note, we come to the end of our awards ceremony, and before signing off tonight, I'd like to thank all of you once again for honoring us with your presence. Requesting all of you to join us for dinner and drinks and continue to get inspired by fantastic award winners tonight. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and always be fit to fight.